Hello friends, welcome to this session. Today we'll be discussing role of libraries in society. This is a very important topic for anyone interested in libraries and particularly for those who are pursuing a course in library and information science. Basically, library exists for the society and society cannot exist without a library. In fact, there is a mutual one-to-one relation between the two organizations or between the two institutions. So therefore, anyone wanting to know about libraries and their role would like to know about what the library does for the society, how the two are related to each other, how they work in tandem with each other. So we'll be discussing this, and also while discussing this, we'll be talking on how libraries have evolved parallel to the evolvement of this society. In fact, these two institutions are so related to each other that the developments in this society have affected the developments in the library, and the library has changed as per the needs of the society. Now, this society, as we know, it works through institutions. The society has different types of institutions for all different human activities that we undertake. And the development of the society depends on the performance of these institutions. Library is one of these institutions. There are other institutions as we see around us: educational institutions, cultural institutions, medical institutions or health institutions, similarly institutions in the area of defense, administrative institutions. So whatever work is done through institutions. Library is one of the cultural and educational institutions of the society. It performs a very important role, and that role is to serve the information needs of this society. It is an institution that carries over the history and culture of the society from one generation to the other generation. The importance of the library and information institutions is evident from the fact that the society today is an information society. The society today is a knowledge society. Such is the importance of information today that we say we live in an information society. Now let us talk a little bit about how this society has evolved so that we are able to have a background of the role of library in this society. While we talk of the developments of the society, we'll also talk of the development in the concept of the library. Thereby, we'll be able to justify what we have said a little bit early, that the two work in tandem with each other. That the developments in one have affected the developments in the other. Now, this society, as we all know, was an agrarian society. And the agrarian society had agriculture as one of the most important occupations of this society. It evolved, it moved towards an industrial society. And later on, as I said, it moved towards a post-industrial society or an information society, and moving towards a knowledge society. So this society today can be characterized as a society that is integrated. It's a self-conscious society. The society today is goal-oriented. It is consumer-driven. We all know how much consumerism is a part of this society. How ambitious the people are of this society. They have their set goals and they want to achieve these goals, and they are working towards this. The society is overcoming the barriers of space and time that were there earlier. It is a globalized society. In fact, we say we are living in a global village. The society is such that all of the constituents of this society are connected to each other. It's a networked society. We cannot think of remaining away from each other. We are so connected to each other that a moment of being away from each other, a moment of being not connected to each other, is seen as a severe blow in our day-to-day working. Such is the importance of networking today. The society gives importance to the service industry. goods and service industry as very important. And library is one of the service industry of this society. Education is another. So education, research, library, they have a very important role in this particular service industry based society. So we have talked a little bit of how our society is like. Now let us take up a little bit about the library. The library initially was seen as a collection of books. It was, a library was synonymous with books, a lot of books at a place. So it was identified as a place where you have lots of books. Generally, in times, as we remember, we were knowing that libraries were personal libraries, limited to the collections of individuals. Only elite had their libraries. Elite had access to libraries. There were reasons for that. The reasons were that libraries were treasured collections. They could not be reproduced. Therefore, they were taken care of. Libraries were thought of things to be stored, preserved, and not to be used. As I was telling you, that only the select few had libraries. Kings and rulers had their own libraries. Similarly, there were libraries in temples, monasteries, in religious places. The collection of libraries were limited to handwritten books, manuscripts, and these too were not on papers. They were on different media, bark, and whatever media were available, because paper was not invented. It was only in the 16th or 15th century when paper was invented that paper started gaining ground and the material in libraries came in paper, but still handwritten. And it was only with time that printing came, and then the library changed concept, that libraries were having collection which were available on paper and were printed. Now, there was a concept that came into the society, that was democratic access. It was felt that people should be literate. They should be having knowledge. Knowledge should be available for all. It should be accessible to all. And the reason for that was, an enabler for that was printing that came into it. Availability of paper. And therefore, it was that information and knowledge could be made available to the masses. Everyone could have information, and access to that information was easily available to everyone. And therefore, the concept of library was affected. In fact, library has been undergoing a change due to the changes in the society, due to the changes in the production of information, the sources of information, due to the changes in the scholarly world, due to the changes in the demands and needs of the society. And therefore, time to come, we will see how things have changed. It is very important to see that the changing paradigm of the library, and that gives a whole picture of how it has changed. As we said, initially it was thought of that library is something, is an agency which is a custodian of books. And since it was a custodian of books, it was generally the feeling of people in the library that these have to be preserved and not to be given to others. But with time, it changed, and it was felt that these books should be used. They should be made available to the people. And the library changed its philosophy from a custodian of books to service-oriented information provider. It was a paper-based collection that was provided access to by the library. But with time, it evolved, and it was seen that many media came into the library that provided information to the user. Initially, library served its users with its own collection. The library had different types of books, and it were these different types of documents that served its users. But with time, it changed. Library was seen as a place without walls. That means library could serve its users from anywhere, from any library, for anywhere. Similarly, libraries thought of serving their users in good time. Ranganathan said he gave his law of library science, the fourth law, that save the time of the user. Therefore, take minimum time to serve your user. But then it was a little modified that you should provide when the user needs it. You should provide just in time. What the user expects of you to provide in that time, you should be able to provide in that time. And then, as said, that the initial philosophy was to serve from its own resources, insourcing, but then it changed towards outsourcing. Not only from its own collection, but from anywhere it could do it. And it could be possible only because of the networked society, only because libraries were connected. They were providing services to the users from not only their own collection, but from anywhere in the world, because it is a global village, as we said. And lastly, it is the library that is coming to the users. Initially, it used to be we go to the library, the user going to the library, but now things have changed and the library goes to the user. Libraries are available on the websites. Libraries are making their resources accessible to the users through websites. They provide information in digital form, and therefore you need not go to the library. Therefore, this is how the concept of library has changed. There is a very talked about important model of the library that was given by Peter Brophy. He says that library is viewed from different angles. As we have said earlier, that it was synonymous with its collection. Those libraries which had good collection were rated as good libraries. They were rated highly. But now it is not the collection that is important. It is the library's resources. How well the library is connected to other libraries, to other information institutions, so that the library is able to provide access to any information that is required. And the latest is library is thought of as an embedded library, as an immersive library. The library is available with us. Whatever work we do, the library is with us. So that is the recent concept of the library. Now, how is this library information impacting the society? As I mentioned earlier, that we are living in an information society where information is considered as important as energy. It is treated as social wealth. Those who have information, those who have access to information, those who are able to use this information in different aspects, in different needs of their living, they are doing well. They are better off. And therefore, it is felt that this information should be available to one and all in the society. Whatever work one wants to do, the person needs information for that, for different activities, for education, for training, for research, for leisure work. All walks of life, people need information. Such is the importance of an information today. And therefore, it affects the personality of the individual. And therefore, information has a great impact on the society. And that is what is called the information society, or also called the post-industrial society. People have given different terms. There have been different experts who have dwelled on, who have discussed these developments in the society, and they have given different names. And though some very important are like Alvin Toffler and others, Daniel Bell, who have given these concepts. So today, the importance of information, the importance of service industry, as I was telling earlier also, and all this has been possible due to the developments in information and communication technology. And therefore, we find the majority of the workforce today is employed in the information-based industry. In the industry, that is the service sector that provides service based on information. It may be libraries, it may be other information institutions, it may be the mass media industry, it may be the publishing industry, it may even be the education industry, education institutions. So these days, information is not concentrated at one point. It is available everywhere. Therefore, we say it is decentralized. It is decentralized and it is democratically available. There are no hierarchies. Everyone has access. So it is not that one is dependent on the other. But then this is being done by the library. Library is playing a role here in ending this hierarchy towards information that was there. Therefore, everyone has equal access. Information is available in plenty for all. So this is the information scenario today. And we are also in the knowledge society. In fact, our country is like that different information society, knowledge society. In fact, the earlier societies are also visible in our country. But then when we talk of the knowledge society, we are trying to remove all barriers. We are trying to remove all divides. We are moving towards a world brain, moving from a community brain towards a world brain. And this is because that there is a lot of data, lot of information available around us. And we are conscious of this information. We know that this information is very important. We know that we need to make use of this information in our work. And if we do not do that, we will lag behind. We will not be able to perform the way others would perform who have access to this information. And all this is possible due to the developments in the information and communication technology. Now, let us talk of the role of the library in these changing scenarios. Let us begin with the social and cultural role of the library. As we were telling that it was felt that the society needs to be literate. A healthy and a literate society is very important for a society to develop. And therefore, one needs to spread this awareness towards these. And it is the library that performs a very important role of spreading literacy in this society. Spreading information awareness, telling people, yes, information is there. Telling people, yes, you should use this information, and making it available for all. So therefore, not only making the information available, but also enabling people to use this information. And telling the people that different types of information is available. Government information is very important. It's an authentic information. So that is very important for the general public to improve and perform better. And information is available through different types of institutions. Library acts as a gateway towards all this information. Therefore, a very important social and cultural role is performed by a library. So not only today, for tomorrow also, library is doing this for the society today. It also does it for the society tomorrow. And for that, it preserves this knowledge. It captures and preserves this knowledge and maintains this for future generations also. So this is a very important role that the library performs. Now let us talk of the recreational role of the libraries. You know, it is not only for education, research, or decision making, or performing our work that we need information. We need to relax. For that also we need information. We need to read some literature that helps us to relax. And for that, library, public library performs a very important role. It provides information, it provides books for light reading, for relaxation, for general awareness, and that improves the psychological health of individuals so that they are able to devote much better time in other activities. Now, education, very important role is performed by libraries in education. It is an important component of any educational institution at any level, beginning from the elementary or primary level to the middle, secondary, and higher education. Library performs its role, and therefore you cannot deny that the statement that you cannot educate without library being there in the society. And starting from the lower level, it is here that library builds the habit of using the library. It's developing reading habits. It provides different type of literature to the children that they are able to develop reading habits. And this is consolidated in the middle school students also. At the higher secondary level, it provides if atmosphere, an environment where children develop resource-based learning in their curriculum. And this is further consolidated at the college level and at the higher education level. Students know, the learners know that the self-learning is very important, and here library performs a very important role, because a library here is a classroom outside the class. It provides you the teacher outside the classroom, and what the students discuss and learn while being with their teachers and mentors, they are able to consolidate on that by reading more in the library. And therefore, it is a very important part of, or important link in education. Now let us come to research. Research makes heavy use of information and libraries. Any researcher would like to know what research has already been done in the area in which he or she is researching. And therefore, while thinking of an area of research, the researcher should know what already has been done in this particular area. And therefore, the library feeds him with that information. Yes, this is what is done in this particular area of study. And therefore, all comprehensive information till the person starts doing research in that area. Then once one has decided about the area of research, the researcher would like to have information with regard to planning his research. And then once the research has been planned, while conducting the research, again, the library provides information to the researcher. And finally, reporting the research is the final stage of research. And here again, library again performs a role where the researcher needs to know the standards in reporting, the sources of reporting, and this is another function of a library. The researcher needs customized information, information that serves his particular needs, and for that, library likes to know the area of research, the particular scope of research in which the researcher is doing research, and thus provides specialized, customized, tailor-made information to the researcher, which is very important in research. Now, library has been very active while knowing the information needs of different sections of the community and serving them. But as a place, also library is very important. Though these days we are talking of digital libraries, we are talking of library without walls, we are also at the same time realizing that library as a place is also very important. Because though we may not come to the library, we may like to have information in digital form at our workplace or at our home and access that information, but then library as a place would never lose its importance, because it is here that one gets an environment of individualized study, an environment of learning as a place for discussion. And therefore, this environment that library provides as a place, one would miss otherwise, and therefore that is also a very important role of a library. So once one enters this environment, it stimulates learning. One gets a motivation towards knowing more, towards understanding, towards reading more, towards knowing what has already been done in that area of learning. The physical environments of the library also are important in information access and dissemination. You know, libraries have a typical type of infrastructure, a building, the aesthetics of the library. These also add value to the role of library in providing access to information and also providing, making people more aware and more knowledgeable. The form and function and activities that take place in a library are changing. It is not that the good old libraries which were meant only for serious individual studies, where there would be no one talking to each other. No, these days are gone now. libraries are available for readers, users to discuss also, to discuss and learn from each other. So there are spaces in the library where they allow users into group discussions. They allow users to conduct seminars. They allow users to do book talks. They also provide space for community activities, particularly when you talk of public libraries. Like if we are talking of group discussions and book talks, okay, fine, it is there in all types of libraries. But when we are talking of discussion on general public interest, I think public libraries really play a role there. And similarly, the activities where community involvement is there, public library plays a very important role. And therefore, library as a place is equally important in days when we are talking of virtual libraries, digital libraries, information in digital form. There has been an increasing influx of technology in our lives. We all know that we have everything available to us at the click of a mouse. As we were telling earlier, that we can carry a library in our pocket. This is all possible because of the developments in technology to access information, technology to store information, technology to manipulate information, and therefore this development in technology has really changed the information scenario. It has brought in a paradigmatic change in the information scenario. Now, the library has a role to play here also, because though this development is positive, but at the same time, it creates a divide in the society also. People who are not very sure of using this technology, the information communication technology in information, they may not be using this information. They may have been declared as have-nots in this society. So this digital access that is there in the society also creates a digital divide in the society. That means those who are not afraid to use this technology, or those who have access to this technology, they have access to more information, to better information, to easier information, to more timely information. But those who do not have access to this technology, or those who do not have the competency to handle this technology, they may be suffering due to that. They are called as the have-nots of this society. So they may miss due to this, and therefore library tries to build this gap. They try to overcome this divide for this class of people who are not able to have either access to this information communication technology, or they are not able to really make use of this information communication technology. So how does the library does that? How the library overcomes this digital divide? One is it provides this information communication technology, gadgets, software, hardware to all. It is available barrier free. It is available for all. Therefore, this is how the library overcomes this divide. Not only providing access to this software, hardware, but also orienting users towards the use of this ICT and digital information. So how does it do that? It provides training, it provides programs, it provides sort of programs which overcomes this barrier that exists in people, concentrated and focused training programs. So this is a role that library performs to overcome the digital divides. So if we sum up what we have discussed in the role of library in this society today, we have talked of what is the society today, how the society is today, and what are the requirements and needs of this society in information. Because as we have said that it is the information society, so this society, the different members of this society need information for different activities. We have talked of this need for information. We have talked how the library has changed, library, how it began and how it is today. and what role this library is performing in this society, in the different cross sections of this society. And therefore, we can very well justify that library has a very important role in this society. Thank you.